Hello.
Welcome, episode 224.
Welcome again to Hearns Studio in Melbourne.
And I'm hitting the red line. It's got a huge show. I dare say, ball buster.
How come you said to me I wasn't allowed to use that word? Is that just me?
That's just you.
Is it because of the context I put it in?
Creepy. Because you use it in the wrong context.
All right.
It's cringy.
Is it?
Cringe-worthy.
No. Well, talk about cringy.
What
Well,
have
you're
we
going to
got
have to squint your eyes to see what this is. I didn't say anything wrong. I don't think I did anyway. What have we got here? What is that?
The car of the week.
It is the car of the week.
Car of the week.
That's right.
What do we need to know about it? We're going to go further. Why is it in its box? Usually we don't have the lid on.
Oh, don't we?
Usually not.
Oh, okay. Well, take the top off. It might be a bit easier to see. There you go. Prop it up.
I feel that you've put it on a dingle-dangle box.
Dingle-dangle? I didn't think we were allowed to say that either.
Fraught with danger. You can at Christmas.
All right, we need to know the make,
Model,
the colour,
the
year,
year,
and the weight.
and the weight.
Yep.
Including plinth.
Including the plinth, because we're not going to take it off the plinth. We need other appendages to take it off.
Without the lid.
Without the lid.
Okay.
That's right.
Let's clarify that.
Yeah. I think it's pretty clear now.
Let's welcome. Who have we got in the studio with us?
We've got quite a few people.
We've got special guests coming in,
We have.
haven't we?
We have.
All
Overseas.
the way from the Singapore Sling.
That's right. Craig's with us. Hello, Craig.
He's in for a ripper today.
Really?
Ripping show.
Ripper.
Ripper.
But Dave's on too. Dave
Dave.
says howdy. Retro Rob says hello.
Yep.
Anthony's on.
Anthony, of course he's
Tony
on.
P's on.
Is he? He'll be chomping at the bit for this one. Got some huge news.
How?
How? He was in the other day.
How big?
No, that's his brother.
We've got some guesses already. Craig
Have we?
Jones says 187 scale.
187th.
Yeah. Well, that's true.
Is it?
It is. It is 187.
It is.
It's HO. Nidge is on. Hello. 1955 Buick. I don't think that's right. That is not right. Oh, look at that. That is something we're going to be working on.
That's a little tidbit.
That's right. We'll let everyone see that. Bit more detail. It's a bit out of focus, but it's all good.
I like a soft focus.
Tony P says he likes big news.
Likes big news. You're
Yeah.
going to love this, Tony P.
That's it.
Big news.
All right. So we've got everyone guessing on that.
We're going harder. We're going home.
That's right. What shall we do? We should go straight to
I
our...
say we need to bring in to our international correspondent.
I reckon too.
We've got Suze. He's on the ground at a drifting event
That's right.
over in Singapore.
Isn't he?
Yeah, bring
All
him
right,
in. Is he
let's bring him
excited?
I think so. Look at
Is
him.
he smiling?
There he is. Oh, look.
Hey,
He looks
guys.
really small.
Oh, why is he so
Hey,
small?
how are we?
I've never
Same
seen
size.
him in
There you
real
go.
life, but I
Same
think he's
size.
bigger than that.
Well, the head size compared to you guys right now is a bit larger.
Isn't it?
But that's all right.
So-
Tell us about you, Siri. Whereabouts are you? You're not building
So right now,
overhead.
Yeah, so right now I'm in Singapore. I am just on a bit of a family holiday at the moment, just floating around.
Yes.
Flew in last night, but I decided that I would come drifting this morning. So currently I am at a track where get to watch some really high quality drifting.
Look at him go.
Some really, really good drivers.
Close
And
enough.
it's
Go to work.
fun, you know.
Is it Friday?
It is Friday. So these guys are a bit of diehards. It's actually, the numbers have thinned out a bit now, but when we started by about 9 o'clock, we had about 20 people here, which was awesome. So some
Wow.
really big trains. I'll send some photos through so people can check it out. But it was, yeah, really, really good fun. So, you know, we've got quite a few drivers up here, including a good buddy of mine. This is Sinsek Chong.
Hello.
Good buddy of mine. And yeah, there's quite a few newer faces I haven't met before, which is
You
great.
actually
It's always good
took
to
your
see.
cars with you, didn't you, Suze?
I did bring both of my cars with me. I've just popped my MD1 away, and thanks to Sinsek, I'll be doing some tweaking on my MD2 as well. So it's we're gonna make it as good as his, because his one right now is mint. So that's actually
spot on.
Are the mirrors
That's
still
actually-
intact?
Well, his has got the FC mirrors, so luckily they don't come off easily. my car's mirrors, yes, they are intact, thankfully. But that pink car in front, that is an MD2, and it is absolutely awesome. I've had a drive, and yeah, I'm going to be doing a little bit of tweaking, going back towards
what's
more
the
the kit
facility that
setting.
you're at? Is it a shopping centre? Is it somebody's basement?
No,
What's going there?
So this is just like a little community hall, essentially, in Singapore with the high density blocks of flats. You generally have an undercover area where you can host little events and just gatherings. So drift guys generally meet in these. There's about 4 to 5 drift meets a week in Singapore, which is awesome.
Wow.
So I'm going to try and check out at least 2 more while I'm here before I check out ESIC on the next weekend, which is the Electric Singapore International Challenge, which is essentially a mini Worlds in Singapore, and it is going to be amazing. Heaps of internationals and a whole bunch of Australians, funnily enough.
A whole bunch of Australians are going over there to run amok. What's the weather like over in Singapore at the moment?
It's about 30 degrees and nice and humid. So it's actually a nice change for me. Perth was horrible for the last month. So coming to Singapore, nice, hot, humid weather, I am in absolute heaven right now.
Wow. Look at that.
Yeah, just checking out some of the drifting, enjoying it, having a lot of fun with some good friends. So it's can't really complain at all.
Yeah, good stuff.
That's really cool, Sue. That's really cool. And what have you got on for the rest of your day?
Well, it looks like I'm going to have to shoot over and see Nicholas Lee at some point this afternoon. So that might be interesting.
Cool.
Good stuff.
So, make sure you get some photos and stuff.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, we recently watched you build your car live too, right?
Yeah. The MD2.
Yeah, so the MD2 is getting a little bit of a tweak.
And the mirrors didn't get broken.
No. So we'll probably have to develop some kind of magnet system for that when you're around.
Well, it's more of a retrieval system. When the mirrors go flying, you got to pick them up afterwards.
That's right. That's right. We saw where it went, so it was all good.
Well, that is fantastic, Serene. Thank you for taking the time to have a look, to show us what you're on about. I look forward to you sharing your pics and videos with us over the weekend. We'll share them on the Hearns Hobbies Racing platform.
For sure.
And we can stay in touch and see what you're up to, and look forward next Friday. You'll be at the on-road track.
Absolutely. Yeah, we'll definitely get some drift footage from this week and then on-road from next week. So lots of RC, lots of fun.
Yeah,
that's fantastic, mate.
Very cool.
Thank you for taking time out of your break. Have a lovely day. Have a great week, and we'll speak to you soon.
No worries, guys. Take care. See ya.
Thank you.
See ya.
All right.
There you go.
What a superstar.
He's over in Singers.
Crazy. And those towers are mad.
Towers? What do you mean?
The
residential?
Yeah.
What do you mean mad? What, they're angry?
No,
they're just like lots of them and they're tall.
Yeah, just you think of like high density living here in Australia, and you go, oh yeah, it's pretty crowded.
Over there, it's like building next to building.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, there's a lot of people in a small space, right? Singapore's
like
pretty small.
36 to 50 story tall, and just like hundreds of them.
Well, that's fantastic. Look at where they were running drift cars.
Yeah, in the community hall. That's great.
And that was just on tiles, and you see how smooth they were going around.
Yeah,
they didn't look unsettled.
We weren't driving.
Probably.
Because we weren't driving.
We're unsettled even on smooth surfaces.
I've never done drifting. I don't know.
Give it a go. I tried it at Yatabi.
What did you think?
Totally different mindset.
Yeah.
Totally different. Like the throttle control and then powering on.
I couldn't help myself but to try and go fast, to try and do lap times.
It's the transition, understanding how you spot from going one way to the other way and having it controlled. That's a hard bit. Doing figure eights, that's all I was doing to start with. And then you get around.
You scared me again.
What? Which bit? The 8-bit? It's not 16-bit. All right, what's this? All right, we've had some guesses. We've got, where was it? I saw it here. Anthony says a 1958 Edsel Citation.
A what? Edsel Citation?
Yeah, he's correct.
What the heck is an Edsel?
Well, it's made by a company called Edsel.
I get that.
Yeah, here.
Oh, was it Ford?
Ford.
It was an English
license.
license.
Why is it Ford Edsel? Why is that? What's Edsel got to do with it?
Edsel was named after one of the sons of Henry Ford.
Yeah.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, and it was the biggest flop of all time.
Was it a brand?
It was just a car like Falcon.
Oh, right.
Okay. So it was a model. So it was a Ford Edsel.
Right.
There you go.
It's the biggest flop of all time.
Biggest flop.
That's not what you showed me earlier.
All right. So what do we need?
That was the second biggest flop of all time.
All right. Let's continue on before we get censored. This. Okay. So we got the car.
Got the
We
car.
got the scale. So we got the year. So we need to know the colors now and the weight.
Colors.
Colors.
Do you know
It's
the colours?
specific. Yes, it's on the bottom of that thing.
Pacific.
Pacific's got nothing to do with it. It's specific.
Specific.
That's right. That's
But-
right.
What else have we got on today?
What else have we got on
It's going
today?
to be very RC eccentric. We got RC coming out the wazoo.
Well, how about we do some RC and then I've got some plastic kit and then you do some RC and then I might have a train or something.
You got some train.
Does that
too.
work?
You got some train.
I've got a little bit of train. That's little.
Rightio. Well, the next bit of RC, then I think we get our resident special guest.
The resident special guest.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, he's special. He's
Yeah.
not so much a guest, but he's special. He's part of the family. His mum always tells him special.
Mum used to say I was special.
Right.
And she put me on the bus with all the other special children.
Right.
That's
That,
right.
that could explain something.
Yep. Yeah.
I didn't think you're allowed on the bus with children anymore.
No, I was then because I was a children.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there you go.
And they had different sort of seatbelts. They were more like rope, and they tie you to the seats. or that could be just a memory that's been implanted in me.
Or a
Right.
fantasy that you wish.
Yeah, well, certainly the rope is.
It is Friday.
Oh,
you're worried.
We're going to come up with
Be worried.
ideas.
Yeah. God, that's a horrendous car, that Edsel.
No, it looks all right.
No,
Ford.
It's got a big tooth in the front.
It's a Ford.
Well,
you can't ask
no,
much
so
of it.
that was the problem with the Edsel, the grill.
Yeah, it's like fang, isn't it? It's like a big fang.
No, it was as Jeremy Clarkson is wanting to saying, it looks like ladies' parts.
Got it close.
Well, they look like teeth. What are you talking about?
No.
Looks like a sharp tooth to me.
So it was not a popular vehicle,
Wasn't it?
Yeah, nearly sunk the company.
Looks pretty big.
Yeah,
What was it? Was it meant to be like a luxury thing?
Yeah, I think
Right.
the Citation was the top end one because you've got the flash spare tire mounted on the rear bumper thing, which
With
is
the
really
cover.
that had that because that's
Really
like
practical for putting your groceries in and
yeah, Lincoln Continental used to have that, things like
Really
that.
Ah, right.
I'm showing my previous employment, aren't I?
Yeah, I
I
think
know
so.
way too much about cars.
So you might know a lot about cars,
Mhm.
but what brings you on today's show?
Oh, the train.
Oh.
The train
The
does.
train brought
The
me
train
on
does.
today. So
But you did a bit of unboxing.
we did an unboxing this morning, you
Something
and I.
special that arrived in the shop yesterday.
Oh, very, very well, mildly special. We got it there. There it is.
What's that?
There's a box. Just put that there.
What's that?
A used 10.
Oh, one of
A
them.
used 10.
These are in.
These are in, and this one's very special.
This very, very. good.
This is going in the Hearns vault. This is going to be a built one.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
The build's already started.
Yes.
Where's it up to?
I believe. Do we take the box? It's in there.
Is it?
Are there bits
in there.
together?
Yeah.
It's in there. It's in there.
Well,
Are there a few bits
we can
together?
We can recommend people watch the full unboxing for
Yeah.
the full
Oh, yeah,
experience.
that's an important unboxing. This one, so we want everyone to see it.
Right.
It's special. We had a
We had a moment.
Oh, I got a few bits there.
We got a few bits there.
I reckon.
I consider it done.
That's finished. There you go.
There it is. Pretty good. Done that.
Oh, you got the spine on. See, now you know what the
We
spine's for.
got bits.
You got diffs.
I did all those this
Oh,
morning.
that's a lot.
Yeah.
Quite a lot. You were just sitting there and you didn't notice.
Oh, I wasn't watching.
How good? I mean, being a Yokomo, how good does it build?
It built really nice.
No, I don't think
wonder
they would
whether.
have. I don't think they would have built that easy back in
Yeah,
1987.
I'm wondering whether they were.
No,
the
there was a
same
lot of
back then.
filing and stuff
Was there?
involved. Yeah, you had to
We-
file
we
the
used to race
chassis.
them back in the day.
Yeah. Like all these parts, that's already milled. You had to
Yeah.
file down all these bits.
So
Yeah.
the
And the rear as well.
YZ10, that is because it was marketed in America by Associated, was distributed by Team Associated, and that's what the Team Associated drivers all used as their four-wheel drive vehicle.
Yep.
That's right.
Because Yokomo, as we know, make the best four-wheel drives in the world. They still do, but the best Team Associated could do now is, well, basically copy them and call them a
Yeah.
B74
But
or something.
this was a go back then. You'll all see the metal bulkheads, which is really cool.
Mm.
That is really cool, isn't it?
Even though they weigh 8,000 tons.
And
Yeah,
it
they're all
doesn't-
cast
doesn't have-
aluminium.
Hmm.
They used to be magnesium, and then the aluminium ones were an option.
Were they?
Yep.
So the magnesium was standard.
Magnesium was standard, and it was that funky grey color that kept oxidizing.
Yeah.
And then they made the aluminium ones, which were shinier and they were heavier.
Oh,
So it was like a tuning option.
tuning option.
What
Yeah.
heavier was? I can't imagine they could be heavier than these.
No, well these are aluminium, right? But the magnesium ones weighed hardly anything.
Yeah.
You know, like a mag wheel type of thing.
But they were the threads would pull and it'd be all yucky.
Yeah.
Especially these ones here because they're little 2 mil threads.
Yeah, that's right.
it's
I
fine.
never stripped mine because I was really careful with those.
Because you're a craftsman.
Because I always used to hear people saying, it's stripped.
Because you're a
So
craftsman.
you learn pretty
And
quick.
I was young when I had one of these, and I couldn't
And
really
you
afford a
couldn't
spare
afford
one
bits.
No.
No.
because it was expensive back then.
Nowadays,
And that is still cast now, isn't
Yeah.
it? That's
yeah,
cast.
it's
Yeah,
cast to get the same look.
Yeah.
So one of the tricks was used to drill out all the holes across here so that air could flow through the motor. And with the magnesium ones, they were much darker grey than this. And when you drilled through them, they were like
Shiny
shiny as hell.
until they're oxidized.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I like it.
It's cool.
I never had much to do with these in the day. I never drove one.
Other than
Never-
getting lapped by them.
I used to get lapped by them, but that's more a factor of me than anything else.
I had a PB2 speed on mine, which is
A PB2 speed.
which is semi-famous.
yeah.
Yeah, Master Joe talks about it to this day.
That's right.
That'll never work.
I had it there at Knox.
And it didn't.
No, it didn't.
No, it changed gears. It was funky when it changed gears at the straight.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But it didn't make it any faster.
Well, yeah. So it's got a one-way in it, right?
Yeah.
So you don't have brakes.
Yeah.
You know, in second gear,
Okay.
which makes it interesting driving.
Yeah. You think about it now, and that just never made any sense.
But yeah,
Look at that.
so if you
Oil,
know,
oil filled
if you know
gear.
Yokomo, you know the 870C Riri, you pretty much know the YZ10.
Yeah,
Mm.
pretty
What
much
a-
the same thing.
What have we got that's different? We got white wheels.
Yeah. So the wheels are white. It's
Wheels
just a
are
color
white.
difference.
Slipper clutch.
No, that's the same.
No, it's same on the
Yeah, same on-
Yeah,
So
on the
we've
Dyson
got
Dogfighter.
white wheels. We've got different body, different under tray.
Yeah, apart
That's
from
it.
that, identical.
Identical build.
Yeah.
And I'd hate to say it, but
Is there, why is it?
I'd hate to say it, but these are cheaper.
I like
Yeah. So this is the best way to get yourself a Super Dogfighter.
If you want to get yourself a Super Dogfighter, because they're rare as well, it's almost better to buy one of these.
Yeah.
And just buy the body and under tray from the
Yeah.
Super Dogfighter,
That's right.
and you're set.
and you're set.
And you can be a real Yokomo man instead of a, oh, I'm sorry, I've got an associated.
Working.
Yeah,
And we've got all the parts on the wall.
but
All the parts.
if you like the YZ10 body shape, and I suppose there must be someone out there that does, it's not. I only like it for the fact that it's easier to paint.
Because
the
it's
Super
very,
Dog.
very square edged.
Square,
Yeah.
and there's not fins and shit.
But if you're a team associated through and through person,
Mm.
then you're going to appreciate having a YZ10.
yeah,
And there's a
And-
lot of team associated fanboys.
There
or
are.
indeed there are, and you can
There are.
do it in the Clifflet Team Moo colours.
Team Moo.
Yeah.
Team
So,
movie.
so if you're more on the Team Associated side, it makes sense for one of these too, because it's got
Absolutely.
all the boxing and the manual is different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But all the spare parts they will
on the
come-
wall out there.
Yeah, they will come straight from the wall.
That's
If you want
right.
to race vintage, I'd say it's arguably the best and the most convenient way to go racing.
Mm.
No, with full spare parts, modern slipper clutch.
Yeah.
That's right.
No,
Yeah.
and
they
the
never had a
oil,
slipper
the
clutch.
oil-filled gear
dear,
diffs.
dear gifts.
These are going to be like it's going to be a reliable car.
Yeah,
For sure.
it'll be good. It'll be the shit. You'll be able to buy this one once I finish building it.
I hope you do a good job then.
Well,
Well, looks
if
good so
if I'm
far.
not going to buy it. I don't care.
There you go. As long as it's got a
Oh,
story.
sorry. Oh, did I say that on live?
No, you
No,
There
didn't.
you go.
Nobody
So
So
heard.
that's the YZ10.
YZ10. It's a fine thing. That'll
And
be
they're available now at really, really.
hot prices.
That's right.
But watch the unboxing.
Yes.
Should be
Yeah.
out next week, hopefully.
Yeah.
Good unboxing. And the
Oh.
build's going to be coming up, and you should have that done in probably 3 episodes by a little
Yeah, I might have done by this afternoon.
bit. Fair enough.
It won't be filmed. But then
think
I'll have
the
to
bill's-
undo it.
The build's pretty straightforward from memory. It's just the time consuming things are just shocks like normal
Yeah,
yeah,
and
just,
that won't be time consuming
because they're already built. Yeah, well, they're built. You just got to put oil in them.
Yeah,
no, they're not built.
they're not built.
Aren't they built?
No,
Yeah,
no,
no,
that's
which ones
the
am I
RO.
thinking?
They're the RO ones.
Oh, okay. I'm
Yeah.
mistaking my Yokomos.
Yeah, you're talking shit.
Yes.
Not for the first time or the
No.
last.
No.
But YZ10, it'll be a fine thing.
All right.
We're good.
Carried away. You stay here because we've got another topic for you next, I think.
Have we?
I think we
I
have.
hope it's
All
something I
right. So
know
Anthony
about.
had the Edsel citation. That's pretty much it. We've got to guess on the color from Dave. Copper, iridescent, and silver grey. I think one of them's
Yeah,
right.
I think you're full of shit.
first one's wrong. I think.
Yeah.
Where is it? Can I read it? Oh, there you go. Silver grey is correct for the silver,
Silver
but
grey.
the other part is incorrect. So we still need that other color.
Yep.
Banana yellow.
Banana yellow. Is that like Minions yellow?
Not sure.
Yeah.
They're different, aren't they?
Not sure.
It's like different shade. All right, what we got next?
Well, I think we should talk. I think we should go further back in time.
Further back. Can we go further back?
Can we? We can go.
Oh, what do you got there?
Way back.
We're going to go back to 1983.
83.
We're gonna
to
go
the
back
Wonder
to-
Dog Fighter.
Enter exciting four-wheel drive
dimension.
Not just
Dimension.
any dimension.
No,
Four-wheel drive dimension.
that's right.
This box is not much good for my profile, is it?
I can see the furry bit on the top.
Can definitely see the fairy bit on the top.
There we go.
Now we won't open it because they're really collectible. There's not many in the country. There's not many left,
But
Yes.
here's one we prepared earlier.
but they come pre-built.
That's how it comes.
Just like the original.
Except we put the wheels and tires on it.
Yes, I screwed the wheels and tires on, but the tires come on the wheels. You probably want to glue them if you're going to play with it.
Yeah.
But this is the Yokomo YZ834B, and that was released in 1983, and that was Yokomo's first ever World Championship winning vehicle in the hands of Gil Lossie Jr.
That's
and
right.
his dad. And they went on to make another RC car brand. Can't remember what that was called. I think that failed, but
Yeah. It never
but
went
they
out.
were inspired. This is the car that inspired them, obviously, to
Yeah.
greatness.
So they made tool drives after that, didn't they?
Well, they knew they couldn't compete.
That was it. It's a fascinating car. I'd never really looked at one before till we actually got this in. And it's just interesting to see how things have progressed,
And you can only compare it to Hot Shot, right? Hot Shot of the
Yeah.
time.
which came out a couple of years later. This was
This is the
this was the
predecessor.
OG in terms of four-wheel drive race cars.
Well, look, it looks sort of agricultural now, but if you compare that to a hot shot, you can see how this is much simpler than a hot shot and how you expect this to perform better than a
It's
hot
much
shot.
more
Yeah.
racy.
Mm.
And as I've said on a couple of other videos we did, I just love the aluminium roll bar over the top.
Mm.
It's just, to me, that defines the OG dogfighter.
So we've got the same geometries as the original, but it does get enhanced with modern shocks.
It does
Yeah.
have the shocks off of the 870. So hard anodized shocks, oil filled.
Mm.
And looking back now, I'd say that's why probably the springs are so firm on the 870
Mm.
because they probably designed them for this and went, that'll do.
Yeah.
But it is chain drive, commonly referred to as a chainsaw.
Yes. Should
So
we have a look at it from the top?
Jump on the overhead beach and see what you can do. Have a
Yeah.
poke around
The overhead beach.
the overhead
A bit
beach.
of a poke.
Yeah, what have you
Look at
got
that
here? I was
chain.
going to get a pokey thing, but I'm scared I'm going
Yeah,
to
I
bleed.
don't want you with that.
All right, what have we
knife.
got? Okay, let's look at the bottom, right?
It's
Typical-
one-piece
typical
chassis,
BJ.
and the bumper is part of the chassis.
That's right. So it's like a bent
Really
Kydex,
good,
right?
Really good for flex characteristics.
Oh yeah. And you want some flex here, less so there.
Well, you consider how short the front arms are,
Mm.
so you need a bit of flex, I would think.
Yeah.
Particularly driving on rough, surfaces, and
Yeah.
then we've got the trailing arm. It's not semi-trailing arm; it's straight trailing arm.
Yep.
Yeah. Full trailing arm.
All right, so you
How
got
do
your
you
mounting
adjust
points
camber?
here.
Can you put spacers or something under these mounts to get camber or not? Wasn't even a thing back
Nah,
then.
it wasn't a thing.
You just ran it as it was.
Has a sway bar though on the rear, which is
Yeah,
nice,
that's right. So you really need that with the monoshock because
the
otherwise
front-
it'll do the flappy bit.
that's what the front has.
That's right. So you got flappy bits at the
Full
front.
floater,
That's right.
full floating front end.
We like a floater.
Okay, with the
Look at that.
monoshock.
Yeah.
So it's the same sort of feel as a.
And this isn't an old car.
Hot
This
shot.
is all brand new, retooled.
That's right.
This isn't a rehash of the old car. This has been all redrawn from the ground up.
Because they
Yeah,
didn't
so-
have the original tooling.
Well, you got
No.
the chain there, and it's quite nice how they've actually molded in the Yokomo and the 834B.
It has one ways on the front
It does. It does.
because it doesn't have a
So
differential.
it's one-way hubs right inside.
Yep. Doesn't have a differential, just has
No,
a
that's
chain
right.
drive to a front spool.
Got an open gearbox on the front end. Right here.
There it
Don't
is.
get your finger in there.
Chop chop.
And little wheels. What are they, like 1.6 inch?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And the tyres are horrendous.
Well, that's part of the suspension too, isn't it? Using the tire as suspension.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not sure what sort of surface that'd grip on. None.
the rug.
But just to give you an idea,
But
here's
you
a,
send it to Surian
here's a
over and
flex.
sing, and it's probably drifted.
so there's a bit of movement there.
I'm tipping.
But that's the way they were built,
No,
those,
not a
and it
lot.
did have a top plate. So that plastic top plate is actually making it quite stiff.
It's funny that they had a top,
And the chain guide.
top plate here, but 870 didn't have one.
So that also guided the chain from flapping
Yeah.
down.
Really cool. So rear gearbox. So it's 32 pitch is the other thing.
That's right.
Yeah,
32 pitch on the
They
spur.
haven't buggered around there.
Yeah.
Last week we showed off the
The video,
assembly video.
the assembly video, the 10-minute
right.
assembly video, and you'll get the chance today with Cookie.
Yes, that's right.
You're going to assemble one today.
That's right. We're going to put it together.
Woohoo.
You're going to put the radio in and go for a drive.
We've got the cable ties there.
Maybe he'll come out to Knox tomorrow.
Maybe.
We're going to go turn
Oh.
some laps.
Now with the cable ties, don't think the cable ties are there just for packaging. They're actually there to stop it from drooping too far.
Yeah.
That's a drip.
It's basically a droop.
Yeah,
not a
droop adjustment.
gauge, a droop
Well, and
adjustment.
flex, so it doesn't flex and
And
Yeah.
drop the dog bone.
yeah, when you roll it and stuff.
There
I
you
love
go.
it. That is
It's cool to look back on what they were like.
The first world champion from Yokomo.
the first
Yep.
world champion, 1985. Yeah.
We are not worthy.
Driven by?
Gil Lossy Jr.
There you go.
RCPS.
R-
Yeah,
Range pit stop.
Yeah.
yeah, some
That's
sort of
RPS.
Is it?
RC,
Yeah,
Yeah, it was range pit stop.
RPS was range
Yeah.
pit stop.
RPS, yeah.
RCPS was, I think, Cliff Letts.
Oh,
Company.
okay.
Oh, that's right.
Radio Control Performance Specialists.
Okay, yeah, RPS.
How the hell did I remember that?
I don't know, you
I
just had a
could be-
moment.
I could be wrong.
You were going to forget your way home now.
Oh no, it's okay. The man on the train knows where to go.
He doesn't
I
know
just
which-
noticed some funky screws in here. Do you reckon they're like droop stops
Maybe.
Ride height?
to stop the movement of the crank?
Maybe
Ride height. Because it'll be at full
full
See
wang.
full
I just made
Hey?
that word up.
yeah, why not?
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, it's very cool,
good.
isn't it?
Look at that. That's a fine thing.
Old school. And you can see how they've designed the battery holder so that it still has that retro look, but that's designed for a shorty pack.
Yes,
LiPo.
Yeah, it does come with big reusable cable ties to strap in your
The
nipple
LiPo.
or your full size
Just
pack.
strap in your
Yeah.
hamster.
What was
Strap
that?
in your hamster.
Sorry, I don't know where I was going with that.
I didn't know you liked hamsters. I thought you like little
I meant
other
Richard,
furry animals.
I meant Richard Hammond.
Oh, did you now?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
At least you didn't say gerbil.
No,
That's what I was. That was what I was suggesting, but I didn't think
Yeah.
I was allowed to say that.
no, I'm not allowed to do
No,
that anymore.
Kalinsky weasels. You
Yeah.
can't say.
All right.
Talking of Kalinsky weasels, we're going to get there in a second.
We
aren't
will
We're
because
gonna
we've got
get
some
there.
weasel going.
You gonna get some weasel happening?
Mm.
Can I go away now?
You can definitely go away now.
Yeah,
you
I'd-
can go onto the shop floor. And
I'd rather go and talk to customers.
Feel
They're
the
more
mess.
intelligent than you two.
Look at that.
Thank you.
That is cool,
Oh.
isn't it?
I resemble that remark.
Do you?
Yeah.
There we go. There we go.
There we go.
Right.
I like it.
Oh, look, Jeffy's on.
Thank
Hello,
you very
Jeff.
much.
Thanks for joining us. All right, so we have no more guesses on the car. We've got no weights. We're still waiting on the other color.
We got no conversations.
No, that's
I'm
right.
going to fire up the conversation.
All right, what are we going to do?
We're going to do some modeling,
Aren't we?
and not just your beautiful hands, not just hand modeling, not catwalk modeling.
No.
I'm not sure what else modeling there is, but what other kind of modeling is there?
Well, let's show off what we're going to be doing because this is something that's new and we'd like to introduce to everyone. And then we'll show everyone a tutorial. And
Something new and
Painting.
exciting from the Hearns workshop.
That's
Is that
right.
right?
that's right.
What have we got? Am I doing this?
Yeah, bring them
So,
over. I'm gonna do
I'm
it
out of
in-
my depth here. You're driving
I'm gonna
this.
do tight, right? All
I'm
right,
out of
now
my depth
So
here.
this is something that you showed off before.
Yes,
All right. So
the
what is
pug
this?
head.
Let's get in there.
I do love that.
So
While
we've
you're doing
got
that, I'm going to get this
some
fella.
prototypes of 1/10 scale heads suitable for radio control cars. And this one is the pug with the spiky helmet.
The pug with the spiky helmet.
Yes.
I've
So
got a
these-
prototype of chocolate chip cookies.
Oh, have you? This is going to be a Hearns Workshop product, which will be released shortly. Now, these are the samples so far. And this pug is modeled off of Pepper.
Pepper pug.
So who's Pepper?
Pepper is my pug.
So
Our
right here.
family pug. Oh, geez, don't.
There you
Yep,
go.
She's got a schnood on.
She has, hasn't she?
My daughter crocheted a schnood for her
Oh, whoops.
in winter because she gets cold ears
Right.
walking on the beach.
Because
And she's not
apart
even
from
old. She looks
that-
like an old lady. She's like 6.
Right.
Hey,
There we go. There's
There
a
you go.
profile right there.
not much of a nose.
Not much of a nose?
No. Little in the snout department.
All right. So that is what we have here. But that's not the only one. Okay, so there's Pug with helmet and spiky bits.
Here we have Smoking Joe.
That's right. Where is he? Right there. So we're going to have some options. So that's the second one we have
And that's
so far.
how it's printed, right?
This is how it's printed.
I'm not sure if that's going to remain like that. It might be a part that you stick on, but on the prototype,
That's the way it is, right?
that's the way it is.
That's right. It's chewing on a stick.
Yes. Yes.
Right?
Yeah, he couldn't be doing anything else
No,
because that would
it's
be
a stick.
inappropriate.
That's right.
But his name's Smoking Joe.
That's right.
Smoking Joe chewing on a stick.
That's right. And these are resin printed, so they're super clean already.
Have you not sanded that?
The only part that's been sanded is the base of it to make it flat. And I drilled a hole through it.
You put a
screw.
Yep.
But that's all.
Because they come
And-
solid.
That's right. They come solid. The only thing you might see here is that we'll clean off later is some of the supports there from the printing.
Oh, yep.
And we're just going to scrape that down.
Scrape it down.
Or may not even worry about it because it's pretty hard to see. It's pretty clean already. And the third one is this one.
Tony.
It's a frog.
Tony the Frog.
Frog head. What?
Can we call
Who's
it
Tony the Frog?
Can we call it Tony?
Well, you can name it whatever you like. There you go. And you see the big googly goggles. Okay, so we've
It
got
does
three
have-
options so far. And I'll show you. This is an example from James Knight from Knight Customs. That's something I've started already.
Mhm.
And this one was FDM printed.
For them.
That's right. So FDM needs a little bit more prep to make it smooth. And I'll put on a base flesh color. And there's a couple more over there, aren't there?
Everywhere I look, there's a different head.
Yeah. So we've
These
got a
are
couple
light.
more too.
They're light.
Yeah. So
Like
I think
a ping pong ball.
I think he prints these hollow. So here's some more from James Knight. So just look up Knight Customs and you can download these heads and print them out. And I think he's got a lot more now. He's still working on these. Like so. But we're going to get into a tutorial on...
Our Hearns workshop heads.
That's right.
Here we have Pepper Pug, Smoking Joe, and Tony the Frog. But what would you want heads for?
What do you mean?
I'm asking.
Well, it adds character
To what?
to your RC car.
Oh,
Why?
I've got
Are you
one-
going to show it off?
I've got one right here.
There you go.
This is the, might be all very familiar. This is the Hearns Racing Frog.
That's right.
And he, in fact, has had enough of driving, I think.
Has he?
He's going to come out.
He's going to be replaced by one of these.
He was the first pink helmet that you did, I think, isn't he?
Oh, it would be. Yeah. So what? So is Pepper going in?
I think Pepper should go in.
So Pepper's going to go in there.
Yeah. But not
Okay.
without getting painted first.
That's right. So
So
you'll notice.
how do you go about painting a head? Is that what we're going to do?
That's right. So you notice that I've got this one. I've started prepping this one, and Smoking Joe is in his raw resin. Okay, so it always helps to prime them first.
Prime.
This one's been spray primed. Okay, with the primer I've got over there. That can, if you can pass that over.
Do you want me to do that?
What? Oh, we're not going to spray it. I'm going to show brush painting that one.
Oh,
with
we're
a
going to
primer.
brush paint.
Yeah, because you're going to start on the Pug. So this is what I've used on this one.
Yep.
But if you don't have a spray can,
Which
well,
I don't.
I mean, I've
Well,
got some
there's one
bottled
here.
primer as well. We've got this stuff.
Yeah, but I'm happy just to spray it here for you if you want.
Oh yeah, it's going to stick out the joint. I was going to show people how it works just by brush painting it. And then we've got some of this stuff. So I might give you the Pug. I'll pull this out a bit. So
Are you going to entrust me to paint something?
Yeah, that's right.
All right.
Well, I'm going to guide you. Now,
Ooh.
what I've got, let's put this over here. We'll stick it into.
I've got some little tools. Are these 9 Steps Premium Kalinsky weasels?
No, these are
What? Synthetics.
no. This is natural. Okay, so
Natural.
these are natural horse,
Horse.
and these are sort of
How can you tell
softer
they're horse?
ones. Because I saw the horse where it was missing a patch.
Yep.
And then I'm just going to use these ones because they're large for the priming.
Yep.
And you're going to be doing the finer painting, the detail painting.
There's
So
no
you're going to
way-
be using these, which are the synthetics.
There's no way I can use that little brush.
Yeah, you can. You just hold it and start brushing away.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know that I have the finesse for that.
Haven't you?
And what fur are these made for?
These are synthetics.
Synthetics.
Yep. So they're nylon bristle.
Nylon. But
Yeah.
I like that because they're harder wearing.
Yeah, that's right. And they're quite cost effective. Now these, I don't treat my brushes really well.
You've
So
got
these
hand
are
ones. You've
been
got hand ones. You do. What do you mean? I see you singing to them and everything.
singing to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just to make them feel
You dunk
better
them, you
because
dunk
I
them
haven't
in
treated them so well.
You dunk them in the, after you've violated them. You dunk them in the. No, get straight, you. Get straight, you.
So even so, I mean, if you do some, basic wiping down and shaping, I mean, you can keep using these for ages. They're really good. Okay, so we've got a broad and we've got a fine.
And a knife. What am I doing?
And we've
with
got
that?
a knife. So you don't need the knife. I'm going to show off the knife.
Ooh.
So I have prepared a little palette here. This is my wet palette.
Is this the Green Stuff World one?
So this is not the Green Stuff World one. This is my lunchbox style one. And
BJ's Bento paint box.
this is the one I use for painting everything.
It's wet.
It is wet. Okay, so I
Is
do
that
have...
where the wet palette comes from? Because it's actually wet.
It is wet. That's right. So
Do you add water to it if it goes dry?
yes. Yeah, so you need it moist all the time. Idea of keeping it moist
Like a
is so...
chocolate cake.
Well, they taste better when they're moist. But we're not going to lick these, okay? Like TFG said they look like Smarties, so I asked him to lick one and he wouldn't. But the wetness here keeps the paint in flowing consistency.
Yes.
So if we put it on dry palette, it'll dry very quickly.
Looks very thick.
And the other advantage is we can blend on here and make all the different mixes we need.
Smear.
That's right.
Is it?
That's right. And you can keep it on there. And after you've finished work for one day, you can put your little cap on it and it'll stay fresh for a while.
How do you keep it hydrated?
So when you've used it for a few days and it's a bit dry, you can take off the top layer, which is
Top layer.
this one here.
How many layers have you got?
Yeah, it's baking paper.
Baking paper.
That's just to separate it from the kitchen towel here.
Oh, well, hang on a second. So there's layers of paper there.
It's 2 layers. So
Baking paper.
So the baking paper is on top. So that separates the paint from the towel. Because if you put it straight on the towel, it get absorbed into the towel.
You're a wizard.
Because otherwise it
How
gets
long
too
have you
wet.
been doing this for?
Years.
There you go.
There you go.
And how long could you keep paint on there for?
I've done it for 2 weeks.
What
Yeah.
happens after 2 weeks?
After 2 weeks, well, after 2 weeks, it'll start going a bit funky because you get.
Bacteria.
That's right. Now, if you want to use it for weeks on end, you can apply like a little bit of bleach onto there, and then they'll stop any mold
Any
formation.
funk.
But most of the time, you don't need it any longer than 2 weeks.
Antifungal cream.
That's right. Really? Do you know all about that?
What?
So here we go. So I've just made a palette here.
Nothing Dettol and a wire
Of-
brush can't fix.
Well, that's right. So this is an acrylic modeling paint.
Yeah. What are we using? Tamiya?
So this is like Vallejo.
Vallejo.
Yeah, Tamiya is an alcohol base. You can do the same thing, but it'll dry faster, even with a wet palette. So here we've got like a Vallejo or Green
Is this
Stuff
the one
World
that comes
type
out
paint.
of the dropper? Show me.
That's right. Oh, I've got them over there. somewhere. Yeah.
So you just drop it. You shake it and drop it.
That's right. And they're quite thick, right? So what we've got, I've got a little container of water.
It
And
says breakfast marmalade.
that's right. But I've eaten the marmalade.
Breakfast black cherries.
That's right.
Best before December 14.
Yeah, what
I'm
year?
glad that you finished.
So this is my little bottle that I use. This is what all my masterpieces are made from.
Really?
Yeah, I've been using that for years too. So I've just got some colors here. Realistically, if you know how to blend colors, then you
No.
just need the primaries. And if you don't, then I've got a whole heap of other colors here too.
That's why they make lots of coloured paints.
Is it now? Fair enough. All right.
No.
So I try to keep it
You're
simple.
trying to put us out of business.
No.
Yes.
So we've got black.
We have hundreds of
We've got a
paints on the
brown.
rack.
We've got a what do you call that? It's like
Olive drab.
a dark one, right? So it's got a green tone to it. We've got blue.
Blue.
We've got white. We've got a plum color. We've got orange,
Plum.
yellow, red, and flesh.
You're a
Flesh
wizard.
tone. Okay. Now, if you're going to be painting up pepper,
Mm.
now what does pepper look like again?
She black.
That's right. So
Don't ask me to interpret what she looks like. Can I just like paint the helmet?
there she is. You want to, look? You can paint the helmet.
Well, would you
So you
do,
just
the,
gotta- you
would you
gotta
do the
choose.
dark colours first?
You do the lighter colors first normally.
Lighter colours first.
Yeah.
So what colour is the helmet going to be?
Whatever you want.
It should be pink, I think, in keeping.
Up to you. You know how to make pink? Come on.
I want to say
Come
red and white.
on.
I want to say red and white, but I feel
You
that that's
know how
wrong.
to make pink.
I want to
don't you?
say red and white, but
That's
I feel
correct.
that could be
That's
wrong.
correct. Oops, I made this shake.
Shake and bake.
All right. So you start painting away.
So what,
Okay,
what
so
do you
you'll
paint?
notice-
You paint the big bits first, little bits.
Well, you do the overall first, right? So you do the majority of it,
Would you
and
do
then
like the
and then you
pointy
do.
bits first? See the pointy bits? Would you do them first?
Yeah, you would. And even underneath. All the bits that are hard to get to.
What colour do you think the strap should be?
A contrasting colour to your helmet. So what?
Well,
So
the
it's going to
helmet's
be pink? Well, how about a blue strap?
I don't know.
You were really quiet then. I don't know what
Maybe.
happened. What did I say wrong?
What do we do with the pointy bits? What colour are they going to be?
Pointy bits could be like you paint them black, and then we'll do like a silver dry brush on them, so they look like they're really spiky.
Like they're weathered.
Mm.
Yeah.
Why not?
All right.
All right. You start on that.
Do you want me to paint the black first on here?
Why not?
Is that what I do?
Yeah, do that.
And then I'll do the band.
Do the band blue.
Blue.
Yeah, and then do the helmet pink.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you can, like, if you need to wash out your brush because you change your colors, you just wash it out in this and you wipe it down on the thinger.
What thinger?
On the bit of towel here.
Like that.
Now, before you brush this, because it is pretty thick, you might want to thin it down a bit.
What do you mean?
So you get a bit of water.
I can't
like this.
do that.
Do this.
No.
Put it in here, and then you mix it down. See that? And that sort of brushable consistency there.
How do you know?
Because it feels right. There you go.
Because it feels right.
It feels right. It's the feel.
I've never known anything to sound so wrong than you saying it feels right.
Right.
I just
so while you're doing that, let me show you how I'm just going to brush.
I feel like I need
this
to
one.
wear Optrix 5s.
Yeah, I brought those. All right, so I'm going to crack open this primer. Now, what's the reason for using primer?
To make the paint stick to the plastic.
That's right. So the paint itself is designed to stick to plastic, but if you want a really nice bond, it is better to have something that will stick better.
We might have to.
So I've got this here.
Because this is going in an RC car, we might have to clear coat this.
Well, that's right. That's why I've got clear coat to show people too. So that's something.
Well, we're not
do
doing
at the very
everything
end.
today. This
No,
is
it's not happening. It's not happening today.
This is going to take a while.
That's right. So here's a primer. All right. So I'm just going to give it a bit of a mix because in a bottle it does settle a bit, and primer is quite thick because it's got a filler or a base to it to help it bond as well. Okay. So I've got a white here, but you can get primers there. They're normally in grey, but this is just what I had hanging around. And I'm not going to do it like really smooth.
Is it just the pointy bits that I do, or do I do like the basey bit too?
You can do the basic bit too if you want. So I'm just going to.
But I'm going to get it on the strap.
Yeah, that's all right. We can do clean up later. It doesn't have to be full on perfect at the moment.
Even questionably adequate, it's going to be a push out of me.
Is it? So I'm just rubbing this all the way
You make
over.
it sound like I've done any of this before.
And with the primer, it doesn't have to be perfect.
Apart from Tony making me paint his nails every Friday before he goes home.
Does he make you do that?
Well, I offer.
Oh, okay.
Form of payment.
Payment.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it makes him feel good about himself.
Right. That's fair.
We like it when
everyone feels good.
No.
Yeah.
Gonna have a safe space.
So you see him brushing this. I mean, it's going to take a little bit of time. If you've got a spray can, it's definitely much easier. And it's much
I feel that.
What are you feeling?
I feel that I should be doing that bit.
Why?
And you should be doing this bit that's like precision. Because I feel that you're going to judge me.
What do you mean? I don't judge anyone. You're going to put it in a competition?
What?
I'll judge you then. Nah, you'll be all right. You got to learn this stuff.
Why?
Because
I've been on this planet like 40 odd, I'm not even going to say how old I am, 50 odd, 60 odd years. And
60 odd years. Yeah, and? What's that got to do with anything?
what I'm noticing is that it's a bit stinky. Is that you or me?
That's me. Okay, so I'm stinky because my primer is lacquer based and I prefer lacquer. So the spray that I put on that is also lacquer is because it hangs on better.
Well, lacquer's a tougher product, yeah?
Yeah, it's solvent based, so it does have that strong smell, which you can smell now.
Like an etching primer. Etching primer?
Yeah, this doesn't actually etch though, but yeah, they do all have that sort of smell, right? Now the paint, like all the colors I explained before, all those have no smell. There's no odor on those at all.
Now there's a half nub on the back of this helmet. It looks like I might have broken it.
Oh, that's all right. Doesn't matter. Just leave it there. Okay, so that's what I've got here. So I've just primed this all in white. It's not really even, but I don't really care because it just needs to have like a tooth on it. So it also helps with brush painting and colors on it too. So I'm just going to park it over here.
Did you say?
We'll leave that for about 10 minutes or so.
Well, we're not going to be doing this for the next 3 hours, Beach.
No.
I've done the pointy bits.
Okay, so you've done pointy bits.
Now, should I do the pink?
Yeah, why not?
Should I
Now
do
you
the
want to
pink
wash that
now,
out really
and then-
well.
And then should I do the? Then should we do the blue? Can we at least get the pink on and then call it done?
Yeah, yeah. Wash that out really well because black pigment will go all over your pink and make it murky.
That's the last thing we want.
That's right. So let me clean off this one too.
Is it
Let me get
okay to
some-
crash it into the bottom of the jar
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
and split the whiskers all open?
Yeah, I don't mind.
Is that all right?
Yeah, I don't care about that.
Well, I'm not sure what to do.
Yeah. So just keep wiping that until you see no more like dark in it. Like you can actually push it down really hard. So
What do you mean?
yeah,
You're an
like this,
animal.
like this. See this? See how there's still pigment coming out?
You can't do that. Oh,
Because if you don't get it all out, it's going to make the pink really yucky.
oh, you're violent. Look at you go.
Hey, look, if I do this, anyone can do this, right? Look at that. Look at that. That's clean.
Is it clean?
That's reasonably clean. It's clean enough, eh?
It's sort of clean.
All right, so we're going to make a pink. All right, so what do we need? You need some white.
I want the PS11 pink. I want the.
And you need some red. All right, so you start off like that.
And what about this one? Can I put that one in?
No, you don't need that one.
Oh,
That's
all
going to
right.
make it purpley.
Is
So
it?
you want the PS one, right? So the
Yeah,
PS one is
like
just going to be red and white.
Is it?
Yeah.
The same colour as old mate. It's in the frog now.
How's that?
Later.
You want it lighter?
Yeah.
Oh, I need some more white then.
Oh, I can't. Well, just do that then.
There, how's that? There you go. That's a
Okay.
lighter one.
But I need more paint than that, don't I?
Oh, that's probably enough
Mhm.
because we need to dry and then we'll probably do some more coats later.
More coats?
More coats. There you go. You can start on that. I'm just cleaning off this primer that's on here. I'll borrow
Jeez,
that.
it goes on really nice, doesn't it?
Yeah. So once you get to a point where you can feel where it's too thick and it'll smear everywhere, and then when you thin it down, it flows, right?
I'm not sure. I have no idea what you're talking
So that
about.
first coat is going to look a bit murky when it dries. So you probably need to do maybe 2 or another coat, so maybe 3 coats. But then it'll be like really, really even. All right, so I've cleaned that off.
And
So we don't
like
need that
little,
anymore.
do you do little strokes or what do you do?
I generally do sort of bigger strokes.
You do bigger strokes.
Hmm.
You're a big stroker.
I am a big stroker.
And is there anywhere that you can't brush it?
No, you can brush everywhere. So when you're painting on this, if you've got black near it and it's still wet, well, that's going to smear. So you want to avoid that.
Well, that's why I didn't do the blue because I figured we've got no chance of getting near that black.
But that black is, see, down the bottom of the point, it's still wet. So you don't want to touch that. It'll go everywhere.
I'm trying not to.
But with our next session, it's all going to be dry. So we'll be able to paint over anything we want.
Well, we're going to do a little bit in between though.
So look at that. So that's going on.
I hope that we can
So
do
another
this
pink coming.
in like 3 episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, we'll be able to do that. Easy. Easy.
I like it.
Because this one's still drying.
You've definitely given me the hard bit.
See, so it's still drying.
So we're going to be able to use
If
this
we're getting
paint.
tight.
Are we going to be able to use this paint next Friday?
Yeah. We're just going to park that here.
Do we put it in the fridge?
No.
What do you mean no?
No. Well, it's not like a donut.
Oh, you definitely don't put donuts in the fridge.
No, they dry out, don't they?
Yeah.
Oh, they get
You
terrible.
don't put baked goods in the fridge, mate.
No baked goods in the fridge.
No, you can freeze them, but you can't put them in the fridge.
Oh, it's got to be like a shock.
Yeah.
Shock frozen. Let's have a look at your helmet.
It's not the first time I've heard that today.
You're not going to show me your helmet, are you? There you go. All right, so that's sort of,
It's really shut me up.
you're concentrating. All right, so this is dry to the touch now, but I probably don't want to paint over that for another few hours, just so it can fully cure.
I don't think I need to go under the... Because we're going to do like foam in there, right?
Do what?
Foam.
Foam? Oh, what are you doing? Showing us now?
I think so. I'm gonna show
Oh,
you.
okay.
You asked me to show me your helmet.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Just show
I'm going
me.
to get
Yeah.
close up.
You can do it. You're the hand model.
So that's where we are at the moment, eh?
Big, large, and in charge.
That's right. And you see how it's really shiny?
Pepper Pug.
This paint dries matte. So if the shiny is still wet,
Still
you
wet.
can see the black parts. That's all matte now, right? So they're pretty dry,
Painted well.
isn't it?
Bloody hell.
Isn't it?
Masterful.
So that's going to do, yeah, for sure. You can see how it's starting to dry there now.
And how are you going to clean off all the black there? Is that going to affect the blue?
The black, no, the blue will just go straight over it.
Straight over it.
Yeah. The blue will go over that. And that's the basis of what you're doing. So if you see this on your first coat, don't worry that it's going to look crappy. You're going to do like one more or two more coats,
Couple more
and
coats.
it'll be beautiful. Do you want this helmet to be shiny? Because what we're going to do is after we paint it,
I do love a shiny helmet.
we can gloss coat it. Like we'll mask off the face, we'll gloss coat it. And
I
it'll be
would
like
like
super
that.
shiny.
I would like that contrast.
Would you?
Mm.
Okay. Well, there you go. So there's a little bit of painting tutorial.
Hearns Workshop heads
That's it.
coming soon.
Coming soon.
Got to
coming
get
soon.
ready for the vintage bash.
That's right. All right, let's clean off your pink here.
Phew.
How's that primer going? Is that like getting into you?
No, not at all.
Oh, isn't it? It's all good?
Nah.
All right, so that's it. That's all I do to wash off my brushes.
I
That's ready for the
work
next
with
time.
TFG. I'm used to strong smells.
All right, fair enough. And there's my cleaning water. Goes over there.
We didn't even make any mess this time.
How good is it?
I think it's okay.
Put that over there. Don't stab yourself. And some heads.
Tell me
All
more
right.
about you.
More about me.
That was the thing. We just
Was.
painted something.
We did. We did.
Car of the week.
Car of the
Anything?
week.
Got any weights? I better weigh it. Better weigh it.
Oh,
Where's
here you go. 79 grams from Craig.
79.
Yeah.
There's donut. There's
Donut.
there's donut on the scales. There's donut spooge on the scales.
Is there, what is that? Were you weighing them?
Well, you'll have to watch your unboxing.
It's got to be heavier than 79 grams.
You'll have
doesn't
to
it?
watch your unboxing of the YZ10.
Oh, it's lighter than 79 grams. What'd you settle on?
Considerably.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah. 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 What else we got here? 69 grams is too heavy.
Too heavy.
That's it. 110 grams is too heavy, Anthony. All right, what are we going to talk about now? What do you reckon?
Better get into this stuff, I think.
Should I just look at this? Let's have a look at this. This is really cool. These just came in stock.
What is it?
This is from Kato or Kato, depending.
I say Kato.
You say Kato?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
from the south side of the river and we say Kato.
Right. Well, that's a Japanese pronunciation. So Kato it is. And this is what they call their pocket line. So really well priced. So you get a small N-scale power locomotive.
Power.
Yep. And two little trucks, I guess you call them, or cars with it.
Can I call them wagons?
You can. Under $100.
No.
Under $100.
What you talking about? Hang on a second.
Yeah.
Hang
under
on,
$100.
hang on. Does it even run?
It runs. There's the engine that runs.
And you know, being Kato, it's going to be amazing.
They're going to run really
Nice.
smoothly.
Can I say silky?
Silky smooth.
Butter
That's right.
smooth.
There you go.
Electric.
So a little diesel?
locomotive, motorized.
That's right. And Kato stuff is so smooth. So got a little wagon. So
Freight
they
car.
call it a freight car. And what's the other one?
Freight car.
It's also a freight car.
It looks a bit different.
That's right.
Pocket line series electrical freight car.
That's right.
And
How
when
good
it's
does it
all
look?
together, it looks like that.
That's right.
It's got a pentagraph.
It has.
No.
Isn't that nice?
What, for under $100?
Under $100.
Did you say under $100?
Under $100.
Not $100.
No, it's under.
So if I want free freight, I've got to buy something else.
That's right. You can buy a
You
bit
know
of
we're
trade.
one of the only hobby shops in the world that probably still does free freight.
Probably.
$100 free
Yeah,
freight.
that's right.
Spend over $100 free freight.
It's well worth it. All right, so we got that. What else? Shall I continue on or? Ah,
Samba.
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 So we just got in some more Revell kits.
Revel. I like that you say that right. You don't say Revel.
Well, with that intonation.
Yeah.
Revell.
Oh, Revel.
Revell. So here we go. We've got a Volkswagen. So T1, is that Series 1? Is it the same thing?
I don't know.
I think so.
It's got many
So
windows.
this is a very-
it's got many windows, doesn't it?
It's a very early one,
It's
and
a
these are
very
very
early
highly
one.
sought after. Split window
Split windows.
with how many
13
windows?
13, I think. Very, very desirable in this day and age.
So out of all the combis, this is probably the most expensive one, isn't it? Out of the real ones.
Wildly expensive.
Yes.
Very rare in the wild.
But here's a kit of it, 24 scale, and they're not available all the time.
Nah.
So they're back.
Back.
They're back.
Holy mulch.
So you thought that was special.
No,
What do we got here?
sure.
What's this thing?
Shashagua. Shashagua.
It's one of them. Look how big is it? Okay, you can't even see the furry bits on the top of my head, can you?
What? No. One of these overtook me last night. And I was
Oh,
like,
did it?
Yeah. And
I
I
didn't
was
see
like,
many of these on the
I don't
road.
see many around at all.
What colour was it?
It's like a burgundy.
Right.
Not mahogany, sort of. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, with the roof on and everything.
These got big engines in them, haven't they? They've got a
You
super
can
long
get-
nose.
You can get well, they had the straight 6, or you
Right.
can get the double 6. So they did come in like a V12,
Right.
which is just 2 6-cylinders like together, or
Right.
straight 6.
Mm. 1/8 scale. You don't often see 1/8 scale either.
Massive.
It
How
is.
big is it?
Oh, it's huge. There's actually jam packed inside the box.
55.6 centimeters.
Well, what are we talking? We're talking like
How many-
that's a meter, right? Like-
How many?
So it's about here.
The length of the box.
Yeah. That's
Cool.
huge.
What are you gonna do with it?
What am I going to do with it? Look how
Are you
thick the
gonna
box
put it?
is.
You're gonna put it in the Is that gonna be your model Expo 2025?
No, don't put those sort of pressures on me because it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. But that
I
would
see
give you
the
an idea
Fiats. I
too.
see the Fiats falling off the bench again,
No, it doesn't. It's still there.
gathering dust.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you don't touch it.
That
So
is
there we go.
fantastic. This is cool. So you
Yeah,
don't
so
get
full
many-
engine detail.
full
Has
engine.
it got engine on the
from
side there?
Ravel.
There you go. Let's see on this side.
It's a 6-cylinder.
There you go. So there's the engine.
Engine.
Try to show you on the top camera, but I don't think it'll fit.
Engine.
How many bits does it say it has?
272.
Yeah, there you go.
So it's a real painter's kit,
Mm.
isn't it?
Mm.
Look, you could even
Looks like the door's open too.
you could even relace these wheels.
Yeah, you could.
That'd be right up your alley. Because
I
apparently
wouldn't be because I'm not building it.
No,
No.
don't want to.
No. No.
Jaguar.
Jaguar, 1/8 scale.
Jaguar.
It's not the only 1/8 scale thing we've got. We've got Porsche,
Porsche.
we've got the Lamborghini, and there's another Revell 1/8 scale, an American car. Is it a Camaro? It's one of those, isn't it?
Trans Am, isn't it?
Is it?
Big Trans Am. Heck yeah. What else you got?
That's it. That's all I got. What do you got? You got more, haven't you?
Where does it stop? Where does it stop?
May not stop.
Do you want to go to Velodrome Town?
Let's go to Velodrome because
Yeah.
Velodrome is coming up
Going to
soon.
go to Velodrome Town?
That's right. And Velodrome is not just about oval racing, although that's the main. Whoa!
Buggy's back. The HR1 is back.
I thought I was going to eat the little car.
No, it wasn't. I did that with precision and poise.
Really? Oh,
Yep.
that was great.
Precision and poise. That's what the HR1's all about. And if you didn't see this one in action last year, you missed out.
These fly.
It was flying, wasn't it? In this very, very state. It was
But-
really cool.
It's going to slightly transform, isn't it?
It's going to transition.
Transition to. Oh, look at that.
Can you see what that is?
You can see it, actually.
That is a HR1 1/8 scale GT conversion kit.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
I was going to start this today, but unfortunately got inundated with Yokomo. So this buggy here is going to go and look like a big overgrown touring car. And
Right.
we've seen the HB one, haven't we?
So let's see. What do we get in there?
Let's have a look. So you don't get the whole kit, but
Yeah.
you get this one here and this one here. So you
Okay.
get shocks,
Yeah.
shock tower,
Yeah.
body mount,
Yes.
shocks, shock tower, and body and bumper mount.
Mm.
So effectively, it's the same. It just bolts on. So
Yes.
we'll unbolt the shock tower and the shocks off the buggy,
Yes.
bolt on this stuff.
Yes.
Let's have a look what's in the kit. It's a really nice little kit.
All right. So you get some documentation.
Pretty much just a blow up, exploded diagram here of what we're getting. Nice.
Okay, and part
nice little
numbers.
touch of color. Yeah.
Oh, so you can get all these spare bits.
Yeah. So these will be all spare parts as well.
Yeah.
Because you'll need them if you're going around the
The Velodrome.
Velodrome Mark III.
Yep.
Which we will be, no doubt.
That's right.
So it's really, really like simplistic. And I can see here we've got loads of roll center adjustment.
Mm.
Look at that. Look at all the camber link adjustment here in the front
Yes.
shock tower.
Yes.
So new front shock tower.
Yep.
Body mount. So it's got the fifth body mount, which
Yep.
I know you like.
Oh,
You
I love.
don't you? You love that. It's like a third nipple for you.
That's it. No flex from that windscreen.
No.
No.
It's
So if you're getting any downforce on that windscreen, it's going straight in the chassis.
going straight into the chassis.
That's it.
Yeah, so it comes with the bumper foam, bumper mount,
Yes.
Like I said, it shows you how to do the shocks.
Yes.
And it's got these little handy little locators here, which I'm looking for. And it's all carbon fiber beach.
That's right.
It's not
it
mucking
changes,
around.
it changes the locating point on the suspension arm.
Yeah, so it's going to make it more, it's going to make them out more wider on the arm, which is
That's
really
right.
good.
Different leverage angles.
So let's have a look at the quality of some of the hardware.
All right.
Now, I'm not going to do an unboxing because, but have a look at that.
Yeah, the
Hard
shocks are nice, aren't
anodized little shocks.
Yeah.
I reckon there'll be 44mm shocks. Comes with a variety of shock pistons in there for tuning.
Oh, does it?
Yeah,
Oh, it
so
does
there's
too.
6, so there'll be like, let's say there's small, medium, and large hole pistons in there with different characteristics. I didn't read the instructions close enough, but there is front and rear shocks.
Okay.
I can tell that because they got different part numbers.
Yes.
Potentially different springs, not too sure.
Yes.
But yeah, so you get that, you get the shocks.
Look how thick these things
Look
are.
at this.
That is
This
thick.
is the front shock tower.
What's that? 5 mil?
4, I'd say. 4, I'd say. Look at that.
Wow.
Look at it, and there's all the roll center adjustment.
Yes.
Massive.
And different shock angle.
Different shock angle. Really, really cool.
Mm.
Rear shock tower.
Yeah.
Again,
Bigger
really aggressive with the roll center adjustment. We got 4 holes for your rear shock. There's my little locator here. Front and rear, they're the same part number, different part numbers again, front and rear. So we've got
So they're little plates that extend the
where
shock
the
mounting.
lower shock mount goes.
Yes.
Beautifully engineered. And that all goes onto the standard plastic arm
They're super thick too.
without modification. Yeah, there's not going to be any flex there, mate. Here we've got the big old bumper bar. That's really good. It's going to go straight under the chassis at the front there, under the front
Yeah.
gearbox.
Super stiff.
All the hardware and the screws are included.
Yeah.
Rear body mount.
Oh, that's super stiff too, isn't it?
Yeah, look at that. Really good quality plastics, of course. And look at that big old
Big urethane bumper.
big urethane bumper. Not sharp at all. I can do that and not draw any blood,
That is amazing.
isn't it?
It
Let me
is.
go that front one.
Because I reckon if we called that a hobby knife, you would cut yourself already.
Probably bleeding from the nose, hit myself in the face.
That's huge, isn't it? I like
Isn't it?
how it's really chunky because then you can like
How-
adjust
does
it.
it-
That's
But
right.
how
too.
light is it?
Yeah, there's nothing there.
I won't say it weighs nothing, but it weighs nothing. But that is it. That is the GT and I don't know why other manufacturers like the HR1 don't offer things like that. So
Good idea,
basically,
isn't
you get 2 cars in one.
Yeah, very easy to convert.
No, very easy to convert. So I'm going to do that next week.
Okay,
We're going to
very
start
cool.
the road to Velodrome
Mm.
with the HR1 GTE8 conversion.
Yeah,
And then we can
it's
even
cool.
take it to the track. We can run it around Lilydale,
You could
stuff like that.
for sure. Nice, nice. All right, let's see what our guesses are.
What are the guesses?
So 55 grams. That's still too heavy. 56. It's still 56s. They're too heavy. Oh, that's it.
That's it.
That's it. We need more guesses.
More
They're
guesses.
too heavy.
You
They're
got
too
some-
heavy. You got more stuff?
You got some secret news. Well, not secret news. It's not secret at all. Got some big
No,
news.
got some exciting news. And it's going
Excitement.
to happen for, what's it going to happen for?
Vintage.
What are you looking for?
Is it the vintage bash?
What do you, yeah, that's
Is it
what
the
I'm thinking
vintage
of.
bash?
Yeah. Yes. What
Yeah.
does Blockhead Motors mean to
Yeah.
you?
It means a hat with an orange insignia on it. I doff my cap to you, good sir.
That's right. So Blockhead Motors produce.
A book.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's a book. This is actually the Jun Watanabe book. And Jun
Who's
Watanabe,
Julie Watanabe?
he is the graphic designer behind Blockhead Motors. And he's been a graphic designer for some time now. And this is his graphic book of his work.
And he does more than just RC car stuff, right?
That's right. But you can see that he's always been infatuated with Tamiya. So that's a Tamiya enamel bottle that is created into his logo there.
It looks a lot like it to me. I don't know that you can. I don't know that you can say that.
Yeah. So
Can you say
that
that?
is. So he's got a connection with Tamiya from
He
a long
does.
time ago. And some time ago you had a limited collaboration with Tamiya, and you'll find it in there. It's the
I'm looking. I don't
looking?
have any pages marked. That would have been clever.
hang on, you're getting close to that look. Yeah, you're getting closer. So this one, there'll be better pictures.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh, it's riveting. Oh, he does shoes.
Yeah, he's been doing
Did
shoes
you know he
lately.
does shoes?
Yeah. Because all
Clothes.
kinds of things.
Watches, does hats. I need a new
There
hat.
you go. That's it.
I need a new hat.
So Jun Watanabe was famous for this particular Hornet, which wasn't available worldwide.
That was in the Japanese market. Was that 2004?
Not too sure.
Ah,
It was quite
2012.
2012.
So it was quite regular. Well, when you're as old as me, when you're as old as me, it's quite recent.
But worldwide, the Wild One Blockhead, and then also the Hot Shot 2 Blockhead
Yes.
have been getting the Blockhead name out there.
Yes.
That's
They
right.
have.
And it's very cultural, isn't it? So it is stickers and such, which we have, and bumpers and retro, and it's old school.
Imagine if you have one of these, probably worth thousands.
Oh, it'll be worth a lot of
So
money.
it's a standard to me, a Hornet. There's nothing special about it.
Yeah.
But it's got purple chassis. Does it come with decals? But that's
Yeah, I
just
think
how
so.
he
You can see
painted
the
it.
decal sheet in the open box. before.
And comes with pink tires.
That's right.
And we're a big fan of his pink tires, aren't we?
That's right.
We're a big advocate.
That's right.
But this is one of his most famous RC projects, was the Hornet.
That's right. Where we come to the Vintage Bash.
He's coming to the Vintage Bash.
That's right.
What? Out here to Australia, to our little old race out in Knox.
That's right. So Jun Watanabe from Blockhead Motors is coming to the Bash
From Japan.
from Japan.
He's coming to Australia.
That's right.
What? Not zooming.
No, he's going to participate.
Participate.
He'll be racing
Is he? Is
and
he
be
going to
mixing
bring
it up with
cars?
everyone. Yes,
What a
Be
guest
mixing
of
it up.
honor.
that's right.
What a guest of honor.
So that's coming in November. So if you haven't entered yet, please enter. You'll have to be put onto a waiting list because it is so full. How many entries have they got?
344.
That's right.
I thought we'd peaked with a guest of honor like TFG. No, keep going.
No, that's right.
Hearns
That's
Hobbies.
right. That's right.
Not only the best band, best bands,
Wait,
best
what?
brands. No, got the most legends.
That's right.
Industry legends.
So even if you don't want to race at the Vintage Bash, it's worth coming along. And now it's even more reason to come along. You can meet Jun Watanabe of Blockhead Motors, see his stuff, see him in action, talk to him, see everyone else's stuff because everyone else brings a
And
heap of
if you
stuff
have
too.
his pink tires on your car, he'll probably give you a hug.
Probably.
I won't say he will, but
It's a probably, right? So there's a possibility. There's also the possibility he won't.
and now we probably won't come to Australia because I've scared him off.
No.
But
So,
imagine
yeah.
how excited he'll be to see all those pink tires, the Blockhead Motors pink tires on
Absolutely.
track.
Absolutely. And he'll be excited just to get amongst everyone in the community because he loves the vintage community.
Loves RC, loves the vintage
Absolutely.
community.
There you go.
Do you think he's going to like that? Do you think he's going to appreciate the frog with the pink tires and the pug driving?
Yeah, I reckon.
You reckon?
I reckon the pug bit is going to really enhance.
Is it?
Yeah.
Enhance.
Enhance.
And that's what the Vintage Bash is all about.
That's right.
I do love these tires.
Look good, eh?
We've got the
And the yellow
Second-
works well too.
we've got the second and final shipment.
That's right.
That's it. No
That's right.
more ever again.
That's right.
It's going to end up like that Hornet.
Yes. So if you want some pink tires, we've got them in stock now.
And there's a combo deal, right?
Yes.
2 rears and 1 front. So
That's
it's
right.
like
Yeah.
cheap,
Good
cheap.
value.
Good
Yeah,
value.
yeah. It's much better value than buying them separately.
Get amongst it and support Jun, and thank him very much for coming. Come by, say hello.
That's right. And that's in November, isn't it? Yeah.
We've got to get him to zoom in before then. I
Yeah.
feel.
Let's see how
He's going to
we
bring
do
his cars, right? His pieces
Yeah.
of art.
it. Yeah.
I think I saw the entry form. It's like five cars he's bringing.
Hmm.
A ton.
Done. Wants to get in amongst it.
Let's see if we can send them here first so we can like put them on the camera. Make sure they don't have mirrors on like Surian's one. We'll promise.
so
not
we'll
to-
ask him to
we'll promise-
please take off mirrors
Yeah, we'll promise not to try and break
because
them.
we have a mirror monster.
We could do like a car a week.
Yeah.
Hey, Jun Watanabe exclusive, a car a week.
Mhm.
Wow. Imagine that.
Mhm.
Vintage Bash 3.0. Get
That's
amongst
right.
it.
But before then, we've got the velodrome, so don't miss out on that. So we've got fun at the velodrome, which is not just
Fast.
oval racing. I didn't
No.
get into that because we've got jumps as well. So there's going to be some grass action in the
And we're
center.
going to get some better photos of the jumps, but because they've been crafted and did some photos on social media.
They're handcrafted, aren't
Yeah. They're really
Handmade
cool.
jumps.
We've had some, and these are for jumping X Max, well, anything really. Anything that you want to send over that jump. So I think we're going to have
they? To
like
me, racing trucks.
why not? A freestyle contest and a long jump or something.
Wow, sounds good.
One's designed to go really long. One's designed to
Go
go
really short.
far.
And they're both designed to possibly fall apart.
What do you mean? Oh, collapsible.
And TFG will jump the
The deck van?
deck van.
Is there going to be a prize for a car that goes through the jump?
No,
Oh, really?
no.
Because that may happen.
But that's going to be action on the infield.
Yes.
It's not going to be on the concrete. It's going to be in the grass bit in the middle.
That's
and,
right.
and we'll stop the oval racing for that.
Yeah, yeah.
Although potentially,
there's going to be a sausage sizzle and all sorts.
It's gonna be
Sausage.
All of them.
Reese's sausage.
it's gonna be more than one.
Lots of
More than
sausages.
one.
More than one sausage.
We won't have to fight over them.
No.
Yay. That's good. I'm looking forward to Velodrome.
We were just saying, TFG, how Watanabe is coming to the Vintage Batch 3.0.
Oh,
That's exciting news, isn't it?
that's exciting news.
Not as exciting as your jumps for the Velodrome, though.
They're pretty special.
They are pretty special, and they're taking up a lot of room in my garage.
But they're two that bolt together, right?
Yes. Yeah. So you'll have a choice. You'll be able to aim for the
Aim for the moon or
yeah.
shoot or aim for the stars.
Yeah, or you're going the distance.
Mm.
I like to do half-half.
Yeah.
Is that an option?
Yeah.
Can we do like a corkscrew?
I've already been in discussions about painting using a line marker to paint. A white
That's right.
line,
The guidance line.
because it's not
But-
going to be easy.
But make it crooked.
I wasn't going to tell people that. Because it's not going to be even the standing dead behind. It's not easy. The ramps are 900 mil wide,
Each one,
each one.
900 mil.
Yeah.
And the X-Max is what? 500?
So you got a fair chance.
Yeah, you just keep it down the
But,
center.
yeah,
You'll be
it's
all right.
nice if you've got a white line to follow. You go, okay, I'm going for the height. You go on the left hand side of it.
Lucky
Distance.
dip.
Yeah. Or some people will just go, yeah, it's good.
I can't wait.
Looking forward to it.
I can't wait. Maybe we need a rocket boosted X-Max.
Yeah, probably. I don't think it's. I mean, we had like 7 kilos of thrust in the last one, and that's not enough for an X-Max.
I might make it do a pre-wet or something once it's airborne, no?
We could do a
I'll
pulse.
fire it up while it's like coming
Yeah.
around.
Can we do a pulse check?
Any rocket engineers out there,
That'll sound cool.
wouldn't it?
Yeah. You go,
How are we going
It'll buzz
for
along.
health and safety?
oh,
Optional.
yeah,
Don't bring it up, you'll be right.
yeah. As long as you don't tell anybody,
That's right.
apart from everyone that's just seen this.
Waivers will be signed at the door.
Yeah, good. I'll go back in here again. I just heard you talking velodromes.
Oh, there you go.
Absolutely. We won't.
All right, so
And
we
I
got
think we should shut this show down.
we've got some final guesses on the way.
Yep.
35 grams.
Oh, who was that?
Tony P.
Give it to Tony P.
Tony P's got it.
Give it to Tony P.
So we should have a close look at this, and because no one got the last color either.
Crimson.
All right,
What
bring it
colour
over.
is it?
Bring it over.
What color is it? Can I call it crimson?
Crimson.
Now the weight might have changed because I've been licking the scales
Have you? Because the icing on it.
because it's got a donut spooge on there.
Right.
Yeah.
That's pretty close, eh? 35 for Tony P. 34 for the actual weight. Okay. Now, what was that? The top color? Because we had that.
Red.
No, it's not.
I don't know.
It's got a special
Oh,
color.
do you want me to read it?
Yes.
I will read it.
What's it say?
Silver grey, ember red.
Ember red. Is that what embers look like?
Ember red.
All right, let's have a closer look at this.
Edsel citation.
Is it?
Hey, it doesn't say the year on here. How did you know the year?
Oh, I didn't. I just assumed it was
Ah.
correct when someone guessed it.
No, fair enough.
There you go. So this is an Oxford die-cast in HO scale. So,
And the grill looks like ladies' parts.
no, it's a big tooth.
Ah,
Looks like Alpha.
Alpha?
Doesn't Alfa Romeo have a big tooth like that?
Don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
Don't know. It's very
It's got
sparkly.
white walls.
Whatever happened to white walls? That would have been a bugger to keep clean, surely.
What was the go with white walls?
Not sure. Fashion piece.
Was it? There we go, two-tone.
Two-tone.
Silver grey. What do we think of that? It's got a red interior.
I'm with TFG. It's a bit ugly.
Is it? You don't like it?
Not
What
my
about that rear window?
What about it?
It's got a funky angle.
It's too ugly. You don't know whether it's going forwards or backwards. Look at it, side on. Which is the front, which is the rear? Couldn't tell.
Which is the front and what's the back?
No, no. If
Well,
you
that's
look
the
at
front, isn't it?
if you look at it side on profile, you can't tell. See? Can you? Which is the front, which is the rear?
Oh, this one obviously was the big
Well,
radiator.
yeah, but I'm just saying, just look at. Anyway, all right.
All right, there we go.
You had me at hello.
Oh, did I?
It's been a big one.
Hasn't it?
Smashed that. We had Syrian
There we
from
go.
Singapore.
Yes.
We had huge news about Joe Watanabe. We had massive releases from Yokomo and Yokomo. Yokomo disguised as an associated.
Yes.
Bizarre.
That's a YZ10.
YZ. YZ10.
YZ.
That's a YZ10. Bloody on special though.
Yeah,
Get
good
am-
price.
Get amongst it.
Good
If you want to
price.
go vintage racing and you love your four-wheel drive,
That's it.
get amongst it.
Get
now.
one of those and bring it to the velodrome. They'll go in buggy class.
Take the rear belt off.
Take the rear belt off.
Make it front wheel drive. There's a challenge.
That'll look good, wouldn't it? Buggies actually go really well around the velodrome.
Boring almost.
Yeah, they drive
Isn't
really well. I got the suspension on them. Just gear the crap out of it.
Crapper.
That's it. All right, that's all I've got.
I've got nothing more to add.
Haven't you? All right, very good. All right, thank you again for joining us.
Thank you for everybody for joining in. Thank you for Syrian. Thank you for TFG. And stay in touch. And we'll see you next week.
That's right. Thanks again. See
Thanks
you
for
later.
watching.
Bye-bye.